This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It is an honor to have you here. Quite often I have people come through and want to visit with me because they've known me for so many years as Mr. Bill in McCook, some 36 years. So it was this last week that I had a woman that I've known for a long time. She came up and she said, Mr. Bill, she said, I inherited $1 million. Just inherited $1 million. And I said, well, first off, I want to apologize for your loss, because for you to inherit money, somebody had to die. And she said, more than you know, it was my father, and I loved him very much. But he passed away. Okay. And I said, well, money doesn't mean much comparatively, but at the same time, that $1 million will give you some protection, is what money does in this old world. But it was a bitter pill to get that $1 million. I said, I'm listening. And she said, well, my brother and my sister were to split my father's farm, and it built a massive farm operation worth $30 million. I said, 30 million. I said, that's a pretty good chunk of money. But I said, doing the math, if there's just 3 of you, and you only got $1 million, how about your sister? And she got $1 million. And I said, in other words, your brother got $28 million. She said, yeah. She said, that's the bitter part of it. She said that her father always considered the girls, even though they did as much work as anybody when they were young, but considered them second-class citizens, no matter what they tried to do to get their father to love them more, and put them at an equal footing with the boy. It never happened. But in the generation of the 1950s, that wasn't out of norm. And throughout their life, they continued to help to farm what they could, but of course the boy took over. And he demanded right off the bat to get half the farm, and the father would have the other half. Okay. They continued to build the farm, and then at the father getting older, the boy had his CPA and his lawyer write up a will for the old man to sign. Surprise, surprise. And each of the girls were supposed to get $1 million, and the boy, he would get $28 million. Yeah. Yep, that's what the woman told me. And she said that she was going to continue to speak with him and try to be as civil as she could. But she said, every time I see him, it's like I've been kicked in the gut by my own relative. She finished by saying, you know, you expect that the government is never going to treat you fair, or maybe the medical community and the drug companies, they aren't going to treat you fair. But she said, you would hope that your own family, your own blood would be willing to say, how can we make this fair for everybody? How can we make this fair for everybody? Bet you got a story almost like that yourself, or someone that you know. Thank you for your time.